That was like pulling teeth. That was like pulling teeth to record. No, guys, transparency is always key. I have shot this episode, I want to say 4 times. Exactly. If you heard that grumble in the back, that is my dog. Because clearly we are both sharing the same frustrations. I recorded this and I was like, no, not really giving the vibe, right? Said, no worries. Different dilemmas. Today is a dilemma episode. Hello, welcome. Then I was like, okay, let's record it again. Why did I look back at the footage? Whole thing blurry, fully out of focus. I said, oh my goodness. No, I had to go and do a little lap outside just to cool off. I said no, because I'm actually going to lose it. But here we are. And you know what? This one's my favourite. We are in a different location than usual. I do go into that in a second, so you will hear about it anyway. And it's the best one. So here we go. We've saved the best till last. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Grab a cuppa and let's have a chat. Oh my goodness. I almost fell back. Now that would have been a way to start the podcast. Hi guys, and welcome back to While It's Hot. I am so glad to see you again. Today's an exciting one. Oh, hold on. Number one, let's definitely speak about the change of environment. We are in what is about to be my office. If you are watching on YouTube, you can definitely see the visuals. She's a work in progress. I have made some orders, but my issue is when I place an order, especially for furniture, I want same day delivery. I want to be clicking buy now and she's here now. And if any of you have ever ordered furniture, you will know that is the least truest statement when it comes to the delivery timelines. So I'm waiting. I think tomorrow's going to be the big day. We're going to be having an office chair. At the moment, I'm in what can only be described as a rocking chair. And it's definitely a vibe, but it's not a vibe for the lower back. So I am very excited for the new chair arrival. It's got one of them cushions where it like dips in the gap. Like, you know, in your lower back where you're constantly trying to like click and stretch. It has this like padding that fills in that space. I can honestly, my back is already screaming in excitement. It was like, help me, help you, help us. And that's exactly what I've done. I'm excited for it all to come together. But yes, that is where we are right now. And the next exciting thing to share is today's episode. We are going to be doing Spill the Tea. This is where I answer your dilemmas, whether it's about business, life as a creator, or maybe just life full stop, because I need help in that too. So let's jump right in and see what we've had sent to us this week. Dilemma number 1 is she's copied everything and now she's winning. Hi Charnice, I need to get this off my chest because it's been eating at me for months. I started my page about a year ago. I've worked really hard on my niche, my aesthetic, and my whole vibe. A few months in, my friend, someone who I actually introduced to content, started her own page. And at first, I was happy for her. Oh no. It's the at first. That is not a good sign. At first, I was happy for her, but then I noticed she was basically mirroring everything that I do. Same niche, same editing style, same caption format, even similar hooks. I didn't say anything because I didn't want to seem insecure, but here's the part that really hurts. She's now growing faster than me and getting opportunities I've been working towards. We're still in the same friendship group, so I see her all the time and I have to smile through it. I don't know if I'm being petty or if this is a real problem. Do I bring it up or do I just focus on myself and move on? Now, I feel like when it comes to things with friendships, it can be a little sticky because you definitely want to show that obviously you're supportive and you're really happy for the things that she's achieving. But at the same time, like when you feel like maybe those were your moments, it can feel quite hard. In terms of the content side of things, I think obviously like she's your friend. So you could just pull her to one side and say like, babe, come on now. Don't you feel like this looks a bit like mine? Like, don't you feel like, come on, like, I love it when you shoot in that way that you do and kind of like remind her of her own style and her own like approach to content. The other thing that you might want to try is if you shoot content together, then you could say to her like, right, okay, you shoot mine first. And then when you're shooting hers, you could be like, oh, hold on, why don't we try this angle? oh wait, hold on, why don't you try like, maybe like pose like this? Like you look really good when it's like that. And essentially you're working together, you're getting the job done, but you're ensuring that it doesn't look exactly the same. So I would say like that could be another fun strategy, so that you're still together, but not copy and paste. And when it comes to the point where you mentioned about the opportunity side of things, where she's getting some of the things that you wanted and you was working really hard for, one saying that I always stick in believing is that what is meant for you will never miss you. So if those opportunities were actually meant to be yours, they would have been, or they still will be when the time is right. But if it's not happening right now and it's happening for her, then those are meant to be her opportunities. I don't think anything is ever going to take away what is meant for you. As long as you're staying focused on what you're creating and bring your own personality through your content. Like if you're chatting in your videos or people are really getting to know you through the content that you're making, she can't copy that. Even if she does shoot in a similar style, it's not going to be your personality. It's not going to be your stories and the things that you're sharing. So people will still want to connect with you, and her followers are going to be different than yours. So yeah, I think hopefully that's helpful. But if in doubt, just bring it up to her. She's your friend. Okay, dilemma number 2. Hi Charnice, I need your advice on something that's been causing a real tension at home. I am an influencer and my partner knew this when we got together, but lately it's becoming a real source of arguments. He says I'm always on my phone, that I'm mentally somewhere else even when we're together, and he feels like he's come second to my followers. And honestly, sometimes I can see his point, but I don't know how to explain to him that this isn't just me scrolling. This is my work, this is my passion, and it's part of me building my future. I don't want to choose between the two, but I don't know how to make him understand without turning it into another argument. How do you protect your relationship when your whole career literally lives on your phone? I think this is the side as well that sometimes people don't really consider when it comes to creating content or when it comes to being an influencer. So much of it is very isolating. Like you're shooting, you are editing, you are coming up with new strategies, you are engaging with your followers. Like a lot of these things are about you in your own bubble being glued to your phone to make these things happen. And like that's definitely very valid. It's part of the job. But I think it's also important for like your own, never mind just your partner, but for yourself, for your brain, for the blue light. I was about to say Blu-ray. For the blue light, for your brain cells, for your sanity. Take time off the phone. Reduce the screen time. There needs to be some boundaries that are set. Maybe it is that, okay, when I'm with him and we're actually doing like intentional time together, I'm not going to be on the phone at all. Or maybe after 8 p.m, that's when I'm locking the whole thing off and I'm not on my phone. So carve out time where you're just not on your phone and you're really present in whatever is happening around you. Go and touch grass. Go and get outside. Go and see things, explore things, try things. And not everything needs to be a content moment, because this is your job, right? And for everyone else who has a job, they also come home from their job. There's a time where they switch off and that thing isn't happening anymore. So try to set these boundaries for yourself as well. And I think it's also really important to bring people into the world of which you're navigating in. Like especially being an influencer or content creator, you're doing it wherever you go, right? Like you go on holiday, you might be shooting content. You are in your house, you might be shooting content. And there are still other people around you in those spaces. So explain to him like what the job is or like what you are scrolling, looking at, so he can understand more about why you're so passionate about this thing. So maybe you're like, oh babe, like look at this really cool post I've seen that's going to inspire my next content piece. Or oh babe, like look how many people like engaged with this thing that I shared, like how cool. And oh, like this is what these insights mean. And like actually bring people into your world rather than them being shut out of it but having to kind of still be part of it at the same time. And I think that's going to really help, because then he'll get when you are working what being on your phone looks like and what it means, but that there is still very much time when you're like, right, phone's away, I'm not on it, I'm now with you. Or I'm now just with myself. You do not need to have a partner for this to apply. Please, let's all collectively reduce the screen time. Okay, this one's cool. This is from a business owner. People want me to be honest online, but what if the truth isn't pretty right now? Now I feel like, sorry, that's not the whole dilemma. That's literally the subject of, of the email. But I actually think this is so key. I think this is important. I'm over the pretty. I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm actually over the pretty. Obviously, it's nice when things look great, but I really enjoy content where it is a bit chaotic and a bit messy and there's different things going on and it's not like the sleekest of transitions. It just feels really like, it feels OG YouTube. It feels OG YouTube. I love that style of content. So I think if that's what this is about, then definitely get out of your head. It's me. I need to be hearing that message. Exactly what I just said is what I needed to hear. Wow. Anyway, let's get into the actual email. Hi Charnice, I'm a small business owner and I've been told about 100 times that I need to show more behind the scenes on social media. The real stuff, the journey, and not just the polished posts. And I get it, but here's my problem. Right now, the behind the scenes isn't cute. I'm going through a really difficult time and things are really hectic. I feel like I'm just about holding it together. And I want to build in public and I believe in transparency, but I'm scared that being too honest will make potential clients lose confidence in me or make me look like I don't have it together. Where is the line between being real and oversharing in a way that actually damages your brand? When it comes to showing behind the scenes, please remember that you can do this in your own way. It doesn't need to be, okay, I'm going to set up a camera and then everyone can see me running around, going through the emails, wearing 20 hats. Like you've already said, you're a small business owner, so probably still start of the business journey, right? You are wearing every hat. You are the accountant, you are the lawyer, you are the marketer. You will be role switching every 15 seconds. And that's already a lot. And then where you're saying like right now, business is already hectic, to add being like, right, I need to set up a camera and is this angle right? And is the lighting good? And I feel like we're setting ourselves up for failure and it's not even going to be an enjoyable experience. Shooting behind the scenes doesn't need to be like that side of things. It doesn't need to be like everyone is literally Big Brother watching your every move. It could just mean that, okay, you know what? I'm going to share with people about why I started the brand. And then it becomes very like dedicated content time. It's not just like, oh God, I need to capture this. Oh God. Because that's how I felt like at the start. And I was like, oh, you know what? I really do want to show like more of what it is like really like running a business or what this really looks like. Guys, when I'm doing it, let me tell you, the last thing I'm thinking about is, oh, let me grab my camera. I'm just about having lunch. I am lucky if I even remember to go to the toilet. Never mind. Oh, this will be good content. I am in the depths of fighting for my life. That is honestly the last thought that comes to my brain. But what I had to learn for myself is like, oh, behind the scenes can look different for everyone. Like my behind the scenes is this, where I get to talk to you guys and you will kind of see more of my personality just through how I talk or that I use my hands or my face is very expressionate and like the things that I'm talking about, and you'll just learn more about me without me having to be like, right, come and see what it's like day to day. Come and do a day in my life. Because also sometimes that doesn't even look exciting. Like I am literally on my laptop or a computer day in, day out. No one wants to sit and watch that. So yeah, I think focus more on how you can introduce people to why you started the brand or the values of which you and your brand both share. If there is something really cool about a product, like give us the information of that side of things. If it is a sustainable brand, why did you want to go down that angle? Obviously, sustainability is important, but why was that particularly important to you? These little things, I think, are going to be what then makes the difference and helps people feel connected with both you, the brand, and products or services that you're selling without you feeling like you have to have a camera following you around in your day-to-day. And at least then you can, like I said, carve out the time to do it. And hopefully that reduces the pressure because you can be like, you know what? On Thursday next week, I'm going to shoot that one video where I tell people why I started the brand and why it's important to me. Great. And then it's done. And you can obviously reintroduce it as and where it makes sense. But please, the actual running the business is more important than creating content. If it's already giving hectic scenes, hectic and chaos, then focus on running the business. Get the business to a place where you're like, right, I can actually breathe before adding something else to your plate, because you don't want this to be the straw that breaks the camel's back. There is good timing for everything. And when it is the right time, then be like, right, okay, let's go and shoot this. Because Lord knows, shooting content is a full-time job in itself. It is a full-time job in itself. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Next one is, I'm bored of my own page and I don't know what to do. Charnice, I have spent 2 years building my content around one specific niche. I have just over 100,000 followers, decent engagement, and people know me for this one thing. But the problem is I don't want to do that thing anymore. I've grown out of it and my interests have shifted. And every time I sit down to film, I instantly feel the pit in my stomach. But I'm terrified because 100K, it's taken me everything to get here and I don't want to throw that away. Someone told me just to start a second account, but that feels like avoiding the issue. Do I pivot and risk losing everything I've built? Or do I keep going and slowly lose my mind? Okay, I feel like we've got this. Number one, don't add a second account into the mix, because that is literally then a whole second thing that you have to run. Focus on the page that you have, and instead of being worried that, oh, are people gonna then like drop off or not gonna be into it, be excited and share with your followers, like, guys, I'm doing this really exciting thing, or like, I'm really into this and I can't wait to bring you guys along this journey with me. Content should be an evolving journey. It shouldn't be like, oh, people know you for this one thing and now it's stagnant and that's the only thing anyone's going to ever know you for. It should be that they're connecting with you as a person and they really like vibe with you and they're like, yeah, love this, love that. Okay, cool. She's talking about this new thing now. I'm here for this. I think it's just important that you're communicating with your audience that like, this new thing is coming, or that this new thing is something you're excited to share, and why, so people can connect with you across that, versus just like cold cutting the old thing and being like, brilliant, here's the new stuff. Explain to people why you're shifting, explain to people why you're growing and evolving, and those that get it, and those that don't. Okay, if there's some followers that you lose, there'll be a whole new load that you gain. Go for it. Start the new content, tell people why you're doing it, bring them along the journey with you, and you'll be absolutely fine. Okay, this is the last dilemma of our episode, and it's, am I going to be replaced by a version of myself that isn't even me? Hi, Charnice. Okay, so this might sound dramatic. Girl, I am a drama queen myself, so absolutely fine. I need someone to talk about this with, because honestly, no one else is discussing it. I've been creating content for a while now, and I genuinely love what I do. But lately I've been going down these rabbit holes, watching AI-generated creators, AI voices, AI avatars, and it's freaking me out. Not because the technology isn't cool, but because it's starting to look and sound like actual people. People like me. And I can't stop thinking, what's stopping a brand from just creating a digital version of a creator instead of hiring one? Or what's stopping someone from training AI on my content and essentially replacing me with a cleaner, cheaper, always available version of myself? And I've worked so hard to build something real, and now I feel like the very thing that makes me valuable, which is my personality, my voice, and my face, could just be replicated. Am I being paranoid, or is this a fear that other creators are actually sitting with too? Now, this is such an interesting conversation because obviously AI is very imminent right now. It's a hot topic. I feel like everyone's either really excited by it or really stressed by it. And I obviously can't answer this question. Like, I can't give you a definitive answer. I don't know how AI is going to continue to evolve. I don't know what brands are going to decide to do when it comes to how they work with AI. But the thing that I would encourage you to think about is, number one, community. If you have a really great community on socials, especially if you can take your online community offline. So an example being, okay, you're a fitness creator, great. and you're like, guys, I'm going to be going to do this fitness class, come with me. And people actually turn up. Or, guys, I'm starting this great run club, like this is so exciting, we'll all run together, then grab lunch after, and people come. Like, this is the best of the best, because then, okay, great, yes, you're present online, but your influence extends further than just online. You can bring people to spaces. You have the power to build actual real life community. AI can't do that. So I would really focus on your content strategy, having that side to it. Am I really building community that could extend further than just Instagram or extend further than just TikTok? The second thing that I would really encourage everyone to do is, if currently your only revenue stream is through brand campaigns, diversify. Diversify the revenue streams. Because, okay, if it's AI, scary, it takes over, then brands are working with it, then it's like, what am I going to do, right? But if it's not AI, it could easily be something else. To solely rely on just brand campaigns being your form of income as a content creator is very limiting. Spend time working out, okay, actually, how can I use AI to my leverage and actually get it to help me with strategy that I'm building, or help me do the research of what I'm looking for. The time that I've saved from doing those things, because now AI is helping us out, how can I pour it into other areas that introduces new revenue stream? Maybe it's affiliate income. Maybe it's ticketed events, like you're hosting your own thing without a brand, with your community turning up. Maybe it is merch, and that's something exciting, and you're selling actual product that's created by you and thought of by you. So yes, AI can be scary in some aspects. No, I don't know how it's going to completely change our world of collaborations, but use it as the prompt to pivot. Use it as the prompt to pivot your mindset. No longer just rely solely on one revenue stream. Think, right, what am I actually building? What world am I building? What career am I building? What does this look like long term? What do I want to be doing in 10 years' time? And am I building towards that? But guys, that's the end of today's episode, where we have spilt some tea. So if you want your dilemmas answered, then make sure you send them over to me on the Blazed Community Instagram page. Send them in the DMs and I'll pick some to answer next week. If you are not subscribed to us already, whether you're listening on Spotify or wherever you listen to your podcast, or if you're watching us over on YouTube, then make sure you do subscribe so that you don't miss a single episode. Give this one a like, leave a cute comment, and I can't wait to be speaking with you next week. Bye!